Welcome, my friends. Hello there. How are you today? Yes, well, today is December 14th. We're in the middle of the month now. Yes, it's coming towards us. And today I wanted to close out 2015. I've been wanting to do this video actually because I consider Aleister Crowley, the person who wrote the Book of Thoth, okay, the Egyptian tarot. Well, this is all about alchemy, metaphysics. It's very deep, but you learn a lot. And when we think about alchemy, it's pretty much taking something base and making it into something precious, okay? And in back in the day, they wanted to learn how to, alchemy gold, from nothing. But anyway, because we're been in, I just did that Sagittarius new moon, and it's these, you know, embracing. We've been talking about embracing our alchemists within, which is, the Temperance card is the trump card for Sagittarius, and that's all about the alchemist and the magician. And if there's two magicians that I can say that I follow that lived on Earth, and recently would be Aleister Crowley and Salvador Dali. Okay, to me, these are the magicians. All right, that I have decks of. Yeah, I'd say those two are the powerful ones, and so we're gonna have a conversation today with Aleister and Dali, okay? Aleister Crowley and Salvador Dali. We'll have a little mini conversation because I want to see what these magicians have to say to us at the end of the year. Okay, I was going to do it for myself, but why not do it on for the YouTube as well? So let's see what information they have for us to close down this 2015, to open up 2016. Now, I've already been, balancing the table, already blessed my table. So let's have a sit down. And of course, I will close it with one pick from Lady Isis, because if anyone is a magician, high priestess, mother, lover, just everything, I consider Lady Isis. And because Aleister Crowley was so mystified by the Egyptians, and of course, they're the first ones to come to Earth and bring that power of mind thought to the humans. Let's see what Lady Isis closes with for today. So we got three decks on the table, and I just wanted to highlight you. And forgive me, I wanted to remember the lady's name who drew all the pictures for the Aleister Crowley deck, and it just misled me. But now, Sir Dali here, Salvador Dali, he was, kind of very ego, and as Aleister Crowley. But you got it when you're thinking out of the box. It's you're the one doing it, so you can embrace yourself all you want. But I did want to say that in the Salvador Dali deck, every card in his deck he painted himself, and the paintings he did for the deck, were just for the deck. They never allowed to do anything else with them. So, but he is the king of coins. Okay, there he is. You can see he made himself. He's the king of coins. The king of la plata, like we say in Spanish. Okay, so he made himself into the king of coin, and then he is the magician in his own deck. Okay, I think he calls it el mago, but it is the magician, el mago in Spanish. But there he is, Salvador Dali. He's one person you cannot deny. There's only one Dali, and I just want to show as the Empress his wife Gala. He painted Gala, and he painted her in many of his famous paintings that are now here at the Salvador Dali in St. Petersburg. And I'm very proud of being part of that luncheon when they opened the Dali Museum for January 11th, 2011. It was 1/11/11. It was a fantastic day. I'll never forget it. Grateful, to be a part of the luncheon. It was just wonderful. But anyway, I did want to say when I first got this deck, it was in February 22nd, 2005. I was in Puerto Rico. I bought this deck, and this was the first pick. 222. I don't drive. I don't write on my cards anymore, but and it was the Ace of Cups. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that in there because I spotted that when I was kind of going. I don't work with these decks too much. I I kind of like keep them very special. And they're kind of like they're not simple reads. Some people, now that I'm doing more readings, people kind of like my readings are long, and because I'm trying to, some people don't want to hear any teaching, they just want to get the message bottom line. But you need to learn for yourselves, I think. I mean, why not? Why not learn? Okay, and become your own magicians. That's what I would like for all of you. So you have power. You have that power, and you understand that it comes from above. I want that for you. And I did want to say that I've had this Thoth deck a long time, and my first card pulled was July 19th, 1994, and I picked July 7, 2004. My first card pulled, and it was the Hierophant. Okay, the priest of the tarot is the Hierophant. So anyway, that was just little stuff. So let's get to the reading, but I am curious. I want to know what these two magicians have to say to us, and then what Goddess Isis is going to close with us. So this is going to be a little conversation here, but the only thing I can't decide is what if I should pick. I'm going to do a 9-card spread, but you know what? We'll do 4 and 4. We'll do 4 and 4 of each magician, and then we'll pick one, and we'll keep that as the 9 card, because I couldn't decide to pick 4 of Aleister Crowley, the Book of Thoth, or 5 and 4, or now we'll just do 4, 4 and 1, and that'll work for us. Okay, so get comfortable, and like I said, let's see what's going to happen at the close with these two energies who wrote their own decks, who did a lot of study, are brilliant in my mind, and in many others too. Let's see what they have to say to us, okay? And take a deep breath, inhale. And you can exhale slowly. Well, this card just kind of slid out. I'm just going to bring it out because I've never done a reading like this with these two. I don't believe I have, or I know I never have sat down just reading with them for what to come. But that card slid through, so let's see. Well, I guess it's going to be a longer read now, but that's okay. Okay, so again, just take a deep breath. Exhale slowly. Okay. All right. And I will pick the Isis card right now. Okay, my dears. Well, we have cards on the table. Let us see what they have to say for us. May we have blessings towards the end of this year and brighter blessings for 2016. Okay? And what do we start out here with already? The 7 of Discs. Okay? The 7 of Discs. Now, Aleister Crowley comes out, shooting guns. You know what I'm saying? So he calls this failure. Okay? That's what I'm saying. He's sort of like, he's on the dark side, no doubt. But his brain is brilliant. Okay? So here we have the 7 of Discs. Now, I wouldn't per se say the Seven of Discs is failure, but yes, it's about change. Okay, you're having changes in the finances and how he's saying calling it is failure, but seven is still that spiritual number. Okay, it's a spiritual number. So we're going to take that as the premise that we're going to look for spiritual activity to come from here on out. And I'm just looking, you can see that he's got some Taurus in here, got some bulls in there. Okay. So, but this is the Seven of Discs, and that means the coins, the pentacles. So, our resources. So maybe some of us are going to have changes in our resources, in our, money, maybe changes of jobs too. Okay. So if something happens, you just keep moving forward. Okay. Never think that you're stuck in failure, because you're not. And here we have number 8, Major Arcana, adjustment. Okay, now I believe that he uses this as the balance card. He uses, because the 8 and the 11 in the tarot can be, they switch them out. The Justice card can be an 11, or the Justice card can be an 8, or the Lion Strength card can be an 8 or an 11. So this is the Libra Justice. So here we have Justice coming through. Okay, Major Arcana, the first Major Arcana coming through. So here we have the balance. So it's just saying, if you feel that, or, we're also in December now, so many people worrying about finances because, there's more coin going out. Just, don't go into the commercialism too much. Okay, but you do have a balance here. So just balance it out with your thoughts, my dears. Okay, don't put unnecessary pressure on yourselves during this timing. We should be celebrating joy, things that are of emotions, not so much tangible items. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Swords now with futility. Okay, well, now we have more change coming here. All right, now the swords, the Seven of Swords, that can be sort of like, you just have to really, keep going here, because obviously there's a balance with it all, but there's obviously some emotional, financial changes coming. Okay, but balance it all out. Okay, balance it all out. Don't put yourself too much into a head spin, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? So let's continue and see. So we do have change coming through, but we have, the justice in the center saying we balance it all. Don't get too, because outside sources can come to help. And look, I said outside sources can come to help, and who comes by? The Emperor. There you go. Okay? Major Arcana, the man of the moment, the man of everything. Aries ram, you can see the rams in the paintings there. Okay, pretty cool. So again, this December can be always about challenges, and emotions are running high, but don't don't think you cannot continue. Don't think that somebody won't come through. Okay, and just think like the emperor. Okay, think like an emperor. All right, you just keep moving ahead. So we've got 2 major arcana cards here and 2 sevens, which are spiritual numbers. So, look up, find the balance, call on your higher powers that be, and consider yourself. We're trying to become our own alchemists, our own magicians within. So we want to, we have to think like an emperor. We have to think not just for yourself, but for the whole kingdom. All right. Okay, now we have with the DALI, we got the 8 of Wands now. Okay, the 8 of Wands. Now the 8 is the power number, and with the 8 of Wands, the staff, that's the fire spirit. But usually that means that things are moving fast. Okay, things are moving, and they're moving kind of fast. All right. Now his images, DALI is very, about surrealism, and so it's his artwork. You either love it or you don't. But he shows a book here, And he does show sort of like some men in the background, kind of have some words. But again, just continue, because things are moving fast. Let's keep moving here, because obviously it definitely has to do with change of money, our mental thoughts. But the emperor's come in. I mean, he doesn't worry about money at all. He's got all the coin he needs, and he's got the mental aptitude. And justice is saying we're going to balance it all out. So, but something's moving fast. Okay, we're put by the dragon. Oh, and this is a piece that Salvador Dali made, a skull. This is his skull that he made, so I keep it on my dragon too. He designed that. I don't know what year he designed that or why, what for, but they sell them at the gift shop there at the Dali Museum. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of cups. Beautiful. So see, this is the wishes fulfilled card. Okay, so again, I'm coming from the month of December and all these changes that happen at the end of the year, and then New Year's come and resolutions, you know. So this is not a normal time of a year. It's always hectic. It's always a lot of things. Mental thoughts, emotions run high. Especially if some of you are breaking up or emotional about whatever else. Just stay calm, because look, all your wishes are coming true. Okay, so keep the balance. My goodness, balance is the main. Just keep balance for the rest of your life. Okay, always in the balance. But look at that, how lovely. The wishes are coming. So stay positive. Stay positive. Okay, stay positive. So let's see what else is coming. Okay, now we have the Seven of Coins again. Okay, so we got two Seven of Coins here. So definitely, my darlings, there's some change in the plata scenario. Okay, so there's some changes going on, but again, it's a spiritual number. So sometimes, even the universe works in a way. It's not that I'm saying it takes from us, but it doesn't let us have everything we want, because you don't have to have everything you want. Okay, so just stay in the balance. But it's come out twice from two different decks, so I find that kind of very fascinating. And I'll read the one from Aleister Crowley, because actually Salvador Dali, only for his major arcanas does he have a writing. He doesn't write for his minor decks. But so there's definitely resource, money, coin, something with earth that's bothering you, whether in the home, something you own, but it's definitely, got you in duress. Okay, but let's not go there, because honestly, your wishes are fulfilled. But now, wishes come, but of course, wishes are not something that's tangible. It's something still out there. But still, we want to work with the universe. Okay, so don't give up, because we got the major arcana emperor and the wish card coming. But most definitely, again, that's why I sometimes don't want to repeat myself. But don't go buying things, spending money you don't have. Okay, don't, please. It's not necessary. Don't be forced by buying something. Just say no, not this year, maybe another year or whatever. It doesn't have to be all commercial. And look at that beautiful Ace of Swords with the triumph. Okay, triumph, 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 triumph. Wow. Okay, so this reading, I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna pick up Lady Isis right now too, actually, because I want to see what she's about. But there is triumph. Okay, and let's pick up this bonus card too. Oh my Lord, it is a bonus card. It's a wild card. And actually, I read it because it's kind of curious. Aleister Crowley, when you talk about him, being part into the satanic and all that, but I don't know, because he wrote this and I wrote it down. Our marriage sacrament has been profaned and prostituted. Dignity not good under sign. External splendor and internal corruption. At once the holiest mysteries of nature become the obscene, and shameful secrets of a quality conscience. So this was like, he was talking about marriage. I don't think he was ever married, but anyway, it's like it was kind of, when I read what he wrote, it seems like he feels that's a very solid thing. And people get they get married, get divorced, get married, get divorced, which I'm not saying you shouldn't stay married if you're not happy, but some people make it like a game or something. But let's see what he says, and then it comes out with and he calls his strength card lust. Okay, so this was the see, because this is number 11. See how it's the lion comes out as number 11, but I believe the strength card should be 8 because Leo is the lion. August, the 8th month. I kind of see him as the 8th, but anyway, so you see how he calls the strength card lust, because he is, it's all a sexual kind of scenario he carries in his cards. But we've got another major arcana coming through, whether you call it lust or strength or whatever. Go for the strength, go to that strength. Okay, and it's like a double. Have strength in yourself. All right, don't concern yourself about how, if you think you have to follow others at this time. Don't concern yourself during these holidays, what I'm trying to say. And the money's come out here like twice exactly. I mean, there's, don't spend money you don't have. Okay, please don't even go there. Really. I mean, the sevens, it's like, here we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we've got that spiritual power going on with us too. Okay, so just pray to the higher forces and say, bring me through this, bring me through this. But don't beat yourself up about anything. Okay, the brother in darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Well, I don't think I've ever gotten this card. This is a brand new card. All right, so see, and isn't it, how the cards work? The brother in darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. And we can see that we have, some issues here, okay? Especially in the department with the money. So it's like, don't, because here comes spirit with the feminine goddess energy. Okay, so let's read about Lady Isis, and then we'll close it up how it is, because it seems like, some of us, and then even and then some of us without family, that even if you had the money, there's no one, to celebrate with. Don't worry about things like that. Okay, take care of you, do you. This is what we're all trying to work with, that we will now continue to take care of us. Okay, us. Okay, the brother in darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Okay, whether negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. Okay, and this is male or female. This is, just embracing what this goddess has to say. The brother in darkness indicates that there is a negative energy either within you or outside of you, but directed towards you, that is providing you with a spiritual test, beloved initiate. You shall overcome this energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. Let's read that again. Okay, so whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. We can see we have, some kind of changes here that, are not so positive. The brother in darkness indicates that there is a negative energy either within you or outside of you, but directed towards you, that is providing you with a spiritual test. And we know that the sevens are spiritual numbers, okay? So here we have the spiritual test is right here. Okay, it's come on the table, and Lady Isis is talking about it. Okay, with a spiritual test, beloved initiate, you shall overcome this energy with grace and triumph. And did we not receive the triumph? Yes, we did. Okay, so you got the triumph right here. So I know I'm holding up too many cards at once, but I'm like just trying to work with it myself right here. You shall overcome this energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. There is a test that you are currently moving through because you are ready to progress more deeply into wisdom, light, acceptance, and inner peace. Love it. That's what we were saying. You know, now for 2016, that's what we're going to look for. We're going to look for peace, freedom, playfulness. Okay? Peace, freedom, playfulness. All right? Because you are ready to progress more deeply into wisdom, light, acceptance, and inner peace. The test is in the guise of a negative energy source either within you or apparently outside of you. In truth, we are all one, and the world is our mirror for whatever healing task lies within, even though sometimes the source of difficulty appears to be external, rather than an opportunity for us to gain mastery with our own responses through inner healing. And mastery is what we're looking forward to become the magician. When you become that magician within you, the alchemist within you, you mastery yourself, okay? And that's what we're trying to do, gain mastery with our own responses towards inner healing, okay? Guidance comes to you in this oracle now to become more conscious of the negative energies either within or directed towards you without being fearful. And we also speak on this channel how to be fierce and fearless, okay? Fierce and fearless, because the negative ones will come if you're weak. And that's why we say our white light, bright light chant also, okay? To banish the bane, all right? Okay, there is no need for fear. There is just need for you for more conscious, loving response. In the story of Isis, the destructive emotions of her dark brother, Set, led to the murder of her beloved Osiris. He did not stop there. He also attempted to destroy her beloved divine son-child, Horus, and did him his rightful Horus, excuse me, I'm sorry, and deny him his rightful rulership. Set teaches us that destructive emotions can gain awful power if we leave them unchecked and do not consciously respond to them. Isis teaches us that love, faith, persistence, courage, intelligent, and honest awareness can overcome even the darkest power. Okay? So, teaches us that love, faith, persistence, courage, intelligence, and honest awareness can overcome even the darkest power. And that's why I also am encouraging us to become our own alchemists, become our own magicians, because then we know how to work with the dark forces, and they don't want to mess with you. Trust that, okay? Because they know you can put them in a box somewhere. It'll come out in 2016. Everything's coming. Your guidance is to rise above fear, anger, jealousy, or hatred within you or directed towards you now. This will require your feminine strength to be fiercely compassionate and not to judge or resist out of fear. Compassion is great strength. It sees the truth in all situations and does not ponder to lies or deceptions in order to paint everything as nice. Compassion is wisdom. It knows that a wolf can harm even if it is dressed as a sheep. You are guided to be attentive and honest about negative influences within or directed towards you without judging them or their source or paying undue attention with fear. You simply need recognition and then to respond with compassion and clear, loving, firm boundary. This boundary will very often be an internal shift energetically for you. It may not require any further action than this. Listen to your heart and trust in your guidance. You are guided, however, to respond now and check the growth of any negativity before it becomes more consuming than it needs to be. This oracle also comes as a spiritual revelation. Part of your spiritual path is to honor the darkness as a way through to greater consciousness. And I believe that also. How are you going to know about you if you don't know about the dark? And that's what the balance comes in here. Okay? Now we have the balance coming through. Balance, balance, balance. That's how we got to do it. Dark and the light. Just like Luna's full and Luna's then a new. It's all about the balance. Okay? The balance. All right. It may not require any further action than this. Listen to your heart and trust in your guidance. You are guided, however, to respond now. Okay, I wrote that. This oracle comes as spiritual revelation. Part of your spiritual path is to honor the darkness as a way through greater consciousness. To not fight against darker and potentially destructive emotions with force, but to allow them to be with compassion, instantly removes the resistance that creates psychic glue and causes darker energies to get stuck within us. Trust your feminine values, whether man or woman, and don't believe for one moment that you are obliged to wear another's negativity for them. You are not. You may stand true in your purity of heart and be safe. Okay? And that's why you can do this. You say that chant, you believe in you, and you stand strong. Have compassion and witness it, but don't believe that you have to identify with it. It is not you. It is just energy and feeling. Let it flow and it shall go. If you do have negative energy rising within you, the same stands true. Let it go. The ritual healing below will assist with releasing negative energies through feminine power. May you enjoy your growing mastery with such energies from a place of compassion, humility, and service to the light in all beings. Okay? And then the ritual, okay, let's see, it's kind of long here. I'm just going to read the incantation, okay? But it's all about staying in your heart in that field of love. And the incantation reads, you can say this incantation to clear any negative energy at the beginning of the ritual above, or at any time you feel the pulling of fear, doubt, shame, anger, hate, guilt, terror, or despair within you or around you. Go into your heart and speak it clearly. Brother in darkness, you are loved, loved fiercely and with compassion. There is nothing to fear or judge or resist. Just acceptance, allowance, and being seen. From the light in my heart now I see you. I do not judge. My response is compassion. I understand and I release you now. Be and flow. But from my energy field you must now go. Without will or without will or force, but through love and peace. All negativity from my field is now released. Okay, so be and flow, but from my energy field you must now go. Without will or force, but through love and peace, all negativity from my field is now released. Okay, my dears, well, no doubt about it. This was sort of like it started coming out, right from the get out. So it kind of came through that some of us, are going through these negative emotions, these changes. But these are changes that honestly we have to now kind of think that spirit is kind of knocking on the brain, boom, boom. You're going to have to change because you got to get out of the darkness, okay? But look what spirit is coming with. Become the emperor saying, I'm not going into darkness. I'm the one who's going to handle all the issues. I'm going to be the emperor to take care of the business, okay? And then spirit's going to come and say, well, you know what? You put your mind straight and we'll bring you the wishes all you want. Because obviously in the position of an emperor, you know what to do. And then we have this double whammy card of the strength, okay? They called it lust, but it's strength. Everything had a sexual connotation in his deck pretty much, but we call that double strength, all right, to gain these wishes, because this is a spiritual warfare, my darlings. All this is spiritual warfare, no doubt about it. It's been before the humans were on the planet. The brother in darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. And that's why we have to bring the goddesses back. The divine feminine. Enough with the wars. Okay? We're going to go into this more, peaceful scenario, and we can heal ourselves. It's all come. Lady Isis came in the last time, the reading, help and healing. Okay, now it's been channeling through, we want peace, freedom, and playfulness. Okay, think positive. And it's for you who follow these kind of videos, the more of the ones who teach metaphysics, then please become fierce and fearless, become your own warriors. Okay, now it's the time. Everything is moving forward. Now even in the last 4 years that I've been on the YouTube, just seeing people that, and things are moving fast. Okay, moving fast, moving fast, moving fast. So it's like, just, stay in your power, okay? Or take back that power, because that came through in what we used to, oh my Lord, just recently. Take back your power, okay? Take back your power. And I've said this over and over. We're fierce and fearless. Fierce and fearless, okay? And say whatever chant you want, but look up to the white light, look up to the sky, look up to the star sun, and say, your mantra prayer every day, okay? And stand tall, and deny the dark forces, okay? If you got demons demanding from you, you command them. We command them, okay? But just because you can't see the invisible doesn't mean that it's not out there. You can feel the energies, but you stand tall, okay? And you show yourself with compassion and love, and then, it's not that it softens the dark side, but in a way it just, they know that you work with a higher power, okay? And mainly the dark forces come to the weak people, okay? The ones that are, confused in the brain, and a lot of disruptions. I mean, that's sort of like kind of what happens in a lot of ways. So just stay true to you, stay strong, and make 2016 the year where you're going to stand your ground, okay? You're not going to take any of this, nonsense that you're, berating yourself, okay? That you're going into emotions of darkness because of money. And yes, we've all been there, my Lord. We can't pay the bills. That does disturb the brain, okay? But it doesn't mean that we have to stay there. And those sevens are spiritual numbers. So you see that Spirit did come through to say, listen, that's all you thinking. We don't think like that about you. What we think for you is for you to have everything you want, all the abundance and prosperity. This is what we want for you. And that's been coming out like crazy, abundance and prosperity too. So if we align correctly and, take back our power, become strong, become fierce and fearless. Know that there's balance. The darkness will always be out there, but there's only two teams now. We're at that Super Bowl now. It's coming. Jesus no longer baby in the manger. Jesus no longer dead body on the cross. Jesus is here, and there's going to be, there's something coming. I know it. So, get on the team of white light, my friends, okay? Spaceship of love, whatever you want to call it. But just know it's coming, and how these two persons who made their own decks kind of, brought out, to have the 7 of coins come out by both of these two magicians, that says a lot to me as the reader, okay? I really find this very intriguing. And then here comes Lady Isis, to pick up on it, okay? So please, my darlings, all right? And especially, I have to throw in, it's Christmas season, everybody shopping all crazy, running around. Mentally, let's not go there, okay? Just, it's the spiritual numbers that came through. So if you don't have the coin right now, just be honest and say, look, not this year, maybe next year. Okay, just take care of you though. Mentally take care of you. And you can see Spirit is here. Spirit wants to come. And that's why I'm saying the divine feminine is the ones that can heal. They can heal with the compassion. The goddess has it. And the goddess is strong too. She can wield negative energy back at you, but that's not what she's about, okay? And it came through because the darkness is here. There's darkness, no doubt, but we can heal it with love and faith and compassion. I believe that. Thank you for watching, my friends. And again, well, I knew with Aleister Crowley and Salvador Dali, it wasn't all going to be heaven sent, okay? But it did come through that we can handle it ourselves, okay? It's nothing we cannot do, okay? We can balance the darkness with the light, and we are the light keepers, okay? We are the spiritual warriors, okay? And we can make this happen. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for all my new subscribers and for watching. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I'm enjoying it more than ever. Thank you. Take care and really make 2016 the best year ever of your life.